It is one of world football's most famous stadiums. Bathed in sunshine, the Kop stands to welcome out their heroes. This a game Liverpool normally win. West Ham United have not left here with 3 points since the 60s. Could that change here today? Here's Dimitri Payet. Skirtle deals with that. Drops here to the Liverpool fan. Cresswell into a good position, and Lanzini is there to finish it off. Now this is something which doesn't happen too often. West Ham United have walked onto Anfield soil, a place they fear to tread, and they lead.
What a start, Gary. Absolutely brilliant from West Ham's point of view, but a really poor defensive header from Martin Skirtle. The ball goes flash across the face of the goal. And we just see the ball delivered in here by Payet. There's the header coming in from Skirtle, no height and distance on it. Goes to Cresswell, across the face of the goal. And maybe Gomez should have done better to make the challenge on Lanzini. He didn't. He allowed the West Ham wide player to get ahead of him. And that's an exquisite finish past Mignola, who could do nothing about it. But this all comes about from that poor header from Skirtle, straight to Cresswell, across the face of the goal, and West Ham find themselves 1-0 up.
Philippe Coutinho, well, he does do damage from that kind of position, but couldn't find a target there.
It was unusual, wasn't it? Such a poor strike there from Coutinho. The direction was dreadful. But he's a massive player for Liverpool, has been for the last season or so. And from this area, normally he's quite deadly. We've seen him this season already score from that sort of area.
Slaven Bilic said that Christian Benteke was key to this game. There's Firmino! Well, that packed a punch! And the Brazilian kept out only by the woodwork.
I'll tell you what an effort this is, because he must be 25, 30 yards out on his weaker left foot. He had an option of playing Klein in down the right back position. He turned away from it, as did the West Ham players in midfield. But he's hit it with such pace. Aaron Randolph trying to get across his goal. I don't think he would have got there if it was on target. Look at the power he got on that strike.
Nathaniel Klein, Reed reacts.
Why did Ogbonna duck there? When that ball was delivered in from Klein, really good run from the right back position. He's whipped it in, and Liverpool only had 2 players in the box. They're not going to score that way, but Ogbonna left it.
There's Lanzini, the Argentinian. They're standing off him, Lanzini! Liverpool almost punished again.
Well, that's that counter-attack that I'm talking about, Gary. How quickly they changed defence into attack, West Ham. And Lanzini, brilliant run. No one in Liverpool's midfield is anywhere near him.
So the entrance hall of the airport, you could take that, I suppose, one of 2 ways. Mistake by Lovren. Here's Lanzini. Lanzini. Sakho couldn't get to it. Martin Noble does and scores! His heart beats for West Ham United. And they have a 2-goal advantage at Anfield.
Double delight, Gary. Got to say, defending from Liverpool and from Lovren in particular. I don't know what he's trying to do here. You've got to play the ball out off the pitch. You know, you don't take chances in that area of the field. He was robbed by Lanzini, and he had the presence of mind, Lanzini. Just here, clear it, clear your lines, play it back to your goalkeeper, but don't try and do what you do here. You know, he's all over the place. There, his touch is off, into the path of Lanzini, who played it back into the path of Sakho, who missed it initially, and then the rebound fell very nicely for Mark Noble. What about this for a finish from Noble? Never looked like he was going to miss, did he? Just side-footed with his right foot. Goalkeeper Mignolet's rooted to the spot, nestles in the bottom corner, and look at the delight on Noble's face as he gives his side a 2-0 advantage. Look how many's back though there, Gary, winning the ball. You know, that was 3 West Ham players against 2 Liverpool players with the back heeler coming in.
Well, they're coming again on the counter-attack with Check Kuyate. Moreno got back. Good challenge from him.
Brilliant challenge from Moreno, who looked like he was caught the wrong side there, but had enough pace to get back to help out. There's the challenge coming in on Kuyate, who's gone down 3 times. He's had these problems today.
Now Coutinho lining one up.
You're not going to score too often from that range when the keeper's got a good view of it. And that's what's happened to Liverpool. You know, they've been restricted to shots from distance.
Gomez. Now Milner. It's Moreno. Danny Ings. That's Milner. And drags it wide.
Yeah, you know what a good chance that was there, James Milner. Picked up a very good position on the edge of the box, and no one from West Ham picked him up. A little bit fortuitous when the ball arrived in his vicinity. There's the delivery coming in from Moreno. Ings with a little layoff into the path of James Milner, who just snatched at it. His right foot went wide of the target.
Cresswell in a pocket of space here. Aaron Cresswell kept out with his near post by Mignolet.
Not the angle to shoot from, but brilliant play, as I said it. He's been a willing runner from that left-back position for West Ham, getting forward, and lovely piece of skill to get away from 2 Liverpool players. Klein thinks he's going to cross it, then he comes back. Gomez and Klein between them should have done a little bit better, but he could have fired that across the face of the goal because Sakho was coming in at the far post, and that would have been a tap-in for him.
James Milner's corner. Benteke rising and Lovren unable to convert.
Just didn't act on it, did he? He reacted late. Good header from Benteke. Got up very well at the back post there, and he's headed the ball back across goal. There's a delivery from Milner. Benteke's put the header across into a good area, and he's just got to get something on it, leaning back. He didn't look comfortable or confident taking on the opportunity there, Lovren. Brought off after 30 minutes or so. Cresswell making huge mistakes. He's been immense today, Cresswell, getting forward and helping out down this left-hand side. But all over, you know, Tiamat and the West Ham players have dug in, worked hard, and then you have to say, thoroughly deserve the victory they look like they're going to get.
Probably a big finish here. It's Diafra Sakho! Generations of West Ham fans have known only misery at Anfield, but this is the day they will leave with smiles on their faces and hearts bursting with pride.
Well, another calamitous mistake defensively from Liverpool. 3 players in and around Sakho, and no one puts a challenge in, and he just hits it with his left foot. Mignolet's rooted, nothing the keeper could do about it, and it's nestled in that bottom corner. I say, look at the West Ham fans behind the goal. They're absolutely delighted in dreamland at the moment with this scoreline. But from Liverpool's point of view, I mean, this is just awful. A bit of good fortune in the ricochet off Moreno, but no one's put challenge in, backing off, and it goes through the legs of Skirtle into the bottom corner. You've got to close them down. Someone's got to put a challenge in on them, and you can see Mignolet actually slips as he watches the ball go past him. Delight for West Ham, delight for Slaven Bilic.
West Ham United don't care about big names, they don't care about big reputations. They took down Arsenal, and now they leave their calling card at Anfield. Slaven Bilic adding to his legend. Home is no longer where the heart is in the Barclays Premier League. Power bases are crumbling up and down this land. And West Ham United have come to Anfield and will leave with the points for the first time since the 1960s. Goals from Lanzini, Noble and Sakho. Liverpool, the architects of their own downfall at times with their mistakes. They also saw Coutinho sent off. Martin Noble also saw red for West Ham. Plenty happening at Anfield today. It's those West Ham United fans who leave with the smiles on their faces. They'll be rubbing their eyes. Yes, they have finally won at Anfield. Final score, Liverpool 0, West Ham United 3.